Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Run check, Mike, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Kill.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
53, Mike. Go. Give these traps. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight right there. Whip.
On second down, it's Hines.
Fresno.
7 yards there and a first down.
Double up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete.
The second down pass.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nyheim Hines, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays, there's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown, they're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 lining. 15 line. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Shoot. Check safety. Hey, let's go.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, high 7.
51 to Mike.
Now.
51 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Hey, Sam on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Watch twist.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert.
Check 26.
20. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead.
C.J. Anderson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Rock it. Ready.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
There goes Green, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 50.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Yo, go, go!
I'm coming. Switch.
Bam, get it!
Back to throw. Herbert buying time to his left. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Check. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Check the backer. Check. Check. 36. Shift. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Right there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, we got Mike 53. Mike 53.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 31, check 31.
Here's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here we go.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Ready up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Go.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Say go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson.
Buddy up. 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yo, take it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let go.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Go, Mike, look at me. Zipper.
Hey, let's calm down.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
10. Watch the shift.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, switch gears.
Gone.
Slam. Switch. Check.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this is Latimer, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Looking to throw. Herbert sets up the screen to Gordon. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
I'm coming after you.
They'll drop the throw, and able to find Graham, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Hines. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They run again with Hines. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51's a Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, watch the slant. Go, Mike 51.
Yes, yes!
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
Leo! Shoot!
Back to throw. Herbert dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
On the set. 51. Hey, exit.
I know he ain't got it. 51.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Cut.
Go.
25, check 25, check 25.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Too little, cupcake. Check 26, check 26. Kill. No. Off.
Rock it.
Check 3.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
A gain of 59 yards.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin.